Hi everyone. I just wanted to get on here and talk about something. I've been listening to some motivational talks that my team has been putting out. My team from my transformation that I've been doing. And I just wanted to, I love all the motivational videos that I've been listening to that they've been sending us. And that just reminded me of something I wanted to get in on here and talk about. I wanted to talk about my husband, Lewis, and some of the things that he has been through and obstacles that he has gotten over by putting habits, better habits. My husband is a creature of habit anyway. And when we met and after we got married, there was some things about him that I've learned and found out, and he had to overcome a lot of those obstacles, and he did it. He did it himself, really. I encouraged him, but really he did it himself. Well, one thing I told him was he always talked about his parents, his family, and a lot of his issues came from a lot of things that happened growing up. And one of those things was his parents were alcoholics. They overcame that at some point, but it was after their children were raised and their children had been through some of the issues that are that come up when you're children of alcoholics. So he had some problems that, and what I told him was, and I think, this may have got him to thinking. He said that his mother's mother was an alcoholic, and he said that his father was not as bad as she was, and I think he gave up all of that before she did. But the one thing I told him was, I said, well, in my opinion, for me, I would think about you and how you want to live your life, and think about, do you want to be better than that? Do you want to make your life better than some of the things that they went through and had issues with? I told him, I said, somewhere the cycle has to be broken, because if not, the cycle will repeat itself sometimes. I'm not saying every time, but a lot of times the cycle will be broken. And I told him, I said, Lewis, I think it's up to you to break that cycle if you want to have a better life and be, not that he was an alcoholic, I'm not saying that, but he had some depression and some anxiety and things like that. So I think he decided in his mind, because Lewis he is a strong person, and like I said, he's a creature of habit, and he never missed a day of work, because he was always committed to whatever he decided to do, and he never missed. I mean, he worked for 38 years. He could retire after that. And I'm sure he may have missed 2 or 3 days. When he was with me, after we got married, he only missed 2 or 3 days of work, and that was because he was really sick. But the thing is, he's not going to let things hold him back when issues like that happen. So what I found him doing was, on Saturday nights, there are many types of alcoholics. I know that. And I'm not an expert. All I know is that every Saturday night he wanted to drink and get drunk. And I don't know. I just couldn't handle that. And I told him, I said, Lewis, are you going to spend the rest of your life getting drunk on Saturday nights, every Saturday night? I said, are you going to ruin our Saturdays, me and you, by getting drunk? And I said, I don't know if I can handle that. So I didn't see him drink on Saturday nights anymore. He didn't talk to me. Well, not that I can remember, but he just quit. And I'm one of those people. I don't mind somebody having a couple of drinks. I don't mind somebody getting drunk if they want to. But when they form a habit of doing it, like every Friday night or every Saturday night, and that may not be anything wrong with that, but we had to work Monday through Friday, and we had Saturday and Sunday off. And sometimes on Saturday night, I wanted to do, I wanted to be with him and him be available. And I didn't drink. I could have one or two drinks, but I was not a drinker. I didn't want to get drunk. That was not my thing. Now, if you get drunk together and that's your thing, go for it. I mean, I'm not telling anybody not to do that, but it just wasn't my thing. I mean, we were getting older, and I had spent some time, going out and having a few drinks and having some fun, and that's okay. And it was okay even after we got married. But the thing is, I didn't want to do it every weekend, and I didn't do it. I didn't drink and get drunk on Saturday nights. And I didn't mind if he did it once in a while. I'm trying to let you know that I didn't want him to do it every Saturday night. I just, that was just too much for me. And it may not have been for other people, but it was for me. So, but anyway, the point is, he quit. He quit doing that every Saturday night. Now, he might have had a glass of wine or might have had one drink. But as far as drinking and getting drunk, he quit doing that on Saturday nights, which helped us tremendously as a married couple. Something else he used to do was get depressed and sit, on holidays especially, he would sit in the recliner for 2 or 3 days and not even talk to me. And I explained to him that was not working either, especially at the holidays. Well, he worked hard at that. Lewis decided he wanted to see a therapist, so he saw a therapist. He changed his diet. I changed my diet. We changed our diet. Both of us did. Both did that. He started exercising more. He had always exercised. That's something we always did. He started exercising more. He started listening to Tony Robbins, which we loved Tony Robbins at that time, and we still do. But back then, we listened to Tony Robbins a lot, so he started doing that. He started reading Deepak Chopra. He liked his books. He started reading those. He started meditating. He started doing all these things. And he evolved. I evolved because he was evolving. So I did a lot of things that he did. I went to a therapist. I decided I wanted to do that because I started having some anxiety issues. So I started going to a therapist. We changed it. I started exercising more. So what he did influenced me to do more. And we started talking more about his family life and growing up with the way he did with alcoholics and things like that. But he is still evolving. Both of us are still trying to improve our lives. But if you're not happy with what's going on in your life, it's not going to change until you change. And I'm not an expert. I'm just saying what worked for us and what made us happier, what made Lewis happier, and what made me happier. But he is a good example of you can turn things around to your good if you just think about what's going on in your life, and are you happy with the way your life is? Are you happy? Are you happy? The best way to be happy is to look at what's making you unhappy, and if you can, change it. Now, some people say there are things they can't change, and I'm sure that's probably true. I know there have been some things happen in my life that I said, God, I wish I could do this, I wish I could do that. But if you can change it, change it. Now, if you can't, that's a different story. I'm not going to say what you can or can't do, but I know lots of times that all you need to do is say, I can make the change for the better, for myself, for my husband, for my family, and you can do it. And I am so proud of Lewis for doing that. Not many people would have done that. A lot of people would have stayed in that cycle of repeating the same thing. Now, his parents eventually quit drinking, and they stopped just like that and never drank again. And I think they were, some people can't have a drink, just one or two. And I think they were like that. They never drank again, not even one drink. So now that was that, like I said, that was after all the children were raised, and there was some damage done. There was some damage done to Lewis and his sister, for sure. But Lewis overcame it. His sister did not overcome it. But he overcame it. She did not overcome it. She would not make the changes that needed to be made. And she continued to drink. And she even did some drugs. So her life never changed. She had a lot of anxiety issues and depression. And I think she was different. I think she was the oldest. And I think she had, sometimes you have chemical imbalances, that where you have to take medicine, and she just couldn't overcome it. She took meds and she did this and she did that. She would try for a little while, but it got the best of her. And we lost Kathy. She was 45 years old. We lost Lewis's sister. She had cirrhosis of the liver, and we lost her. So there's a lot involved. And when it comes to that, I think seeing a therapist is the best thing to do. You have to have a strong mind. You have to be willing to make changes. You have to push forward. And the best thing for me, when I had anxiety real bad, is I prayed every day. I talked to God every day. That was the thing that got me through my anxiety a lot, and having Lewis with me. But when you get down, or when you see something that's tearing you up, keeping you from having your best life, the best thing to do is to seek out avenues to become better. Even if you think you're not strong enough, even if you feel like you're not strong enough, there's always a way. There's always a way, especially today with everything. You can changing your diet. Did you know that changing your diet will change your mind a lot? Some people eat a lot of sugar, don't have a healthy diet, eat too much of bad stuff. It affects your chemistry, and it will affect the chemistry in your brain. I have low blood sugar, and if I eat too much sugar, I have anxiety. I feel, a little dizzy. I can't think. I get tired. I have to lay down. So sugar really changes your way of thinking. Anyway, be strong. Get out there. Find the right avenue to have. I'm not an expert. I'm not a professional. I'm just saying what worked for me and Lewis. We got on the bandwagon for a better life, and our life has been better. we continue to try to do good all the time, to do better. And we can feel it. I'm not saying we're doing our best. Some people really get into it and really know what to do better than we do. I'm just telling you that change what you don't like about yourself. And if you don't have the willpower, talk to some strong-minded people. Get on YouTube and find some motivational tapes. Talk to a therapist. Talk to friends and family that can give you good information. It doesn't hurt to listen to other people that can help you. Okay, I hope everyone has a great day and be happy.